Ohio Governor Mike DeWine is taking a symbolic step toward racial equality after calling racism a public health crisis this week. It's something African-American lawmakers have been pushing for. And tonight, WCPO 9 News reporter Kristen Swilley shares what comes next in their fight.
Well, two public officials from Hamilton County have been some of the loudest voices in this fight for change. They feel what Governor DeWine said this week puts them one step closer to equality. It was 2016 when Alicia Reese led the legislative effort to completely outlaw slavery in Ohio. To this day, the practice is still technically on the books in the Buckeye State, with punishment for a crime as the exception.
Didn't get a lot of publicity. It was shut down so quickly.
This year, the issue is up for a debate again, and it, along with the resolution for lawmakers to declare racism a public health crisis, is gaining momentum.
It affects education. It affects your benefits. It affects your health. It affects your life and your interaction with safety.
Legislature now has to move beyond discussion.
This time, Senator Cecil Thomas is pushing for the change in the state's constitution and for legislators to echo Governor Mike DeWine's statement.
I think racism is a public health crisis. I think the most important thing for me is what I can do that's very, very tangible.
The message coming out of the governor's office is that we recognize this as a crisis, a health crisis.
Thomas says state and nationwide protests are putting pressure on elected officials that could open the door for things like systemic criminal justice reform.
I don't think those were all just one party, Democrat. These were people. These were people who felt humanity is at stake here.
Senate Resolution 14, which would declare racism a public health crisis, is currently in committee. It will likely have another hearing before it goes before the full Senate for a vote. Kristen Swilley, WCPO 9 News.